Today we are going to discuss about visible surface detection methods. Why this visible surface detection methods we want to use in computer graphics application means, see, when you are going to view on 2D screen with the given screen coordinates values, the effect nothing you are going to do. When you are going to view the three-dimensional values, when you are going to view through your 2D screens where your depth value is considered, your depth value is nothing but your Z component. Okay, in that you have to check either clockwise or counterclockwise. Either you can able to view the particular depth element or not. Okay, so only visible surface you are going to consider and non-visible surface based on your depth component what you are going to do. Okay, here this generally the problem of visibility is your occlusion, which means which you could not able to see, right? So given a set of 3D surface to be projected onto a 2D screen, for that what you have to do, you have to obtain the nearest surface corresponding to any point on the screen. Okay, so in that case you are going to classify the visible surface detection algorithm according to whether they deal with the object definitions or with their projected images on the screen. You are going to deal with these two bases. Either you are going to deal with the given object definitions or the projected image on your screen. Okay, so there are two approaches of visible surface detection. One is object space method, another one is image space method. Okay, so based on this you are going to check and we are going to discuss various algorithms. First, with respect to object space, what you are going to discuss, we are going to discuss about backface detection algorithm. In object space, we used to call backface culling, which means removing the Z component, the object which can be viewed by the viewer that you will consider and which could not be able to view the back face that you remove. Okay, so the another method is image space. For that we use depth buffer algorithm, that is nothing but Z buffer algorithm. Okay, so basically the difference between these two algorithms, first with respect to object space algorithm, what it will do, it will retain the relevant data of the object. Why? Because it has the ability to interact of algorithm with object becomes easier. Okay, so what it will do basically means, when you are going to do the calculation with respect to this object space, what we will do, we will calculate the normal vector and we will check the value false less than 0 or greater than 0. Okay, so here the object space algorithms also allow your shadow generation to increase the depth for three-dimensional objects which will be viewed on the screen. Okay, so here an object space method compares the objects and part of the objects to each other within the scene definition to determine which surfaces within the scene definition means which can be viewed by the camera viewer point, either the surface as a whole, or we should label as which part of the object is visible. Okay. The second one is, in an image space algorithm, visibility is decided point by point at each pixel position on the projection plane. How it will be viewed? For example, we discussed polygon fill algorithm, scanline polygon fill algorithm we used. In that, what we used to do, we used to take any projected image on your pixel screen, and we used to take from y minimum value to the y maximum, what is the maximum size of the image which will be viewed on the pixel screen. Based on that, we used to do the pixels calculation, and the pixel of x comma y value, what we do, starts with y equal to minimum to y equal to maximum, and x value will check from the current frame, then move to the next, up to the bound box of your given object. Okay. So here, what is the basic comparison between your image space and object space method means, where object space method compares part of the objects to each other to determine which surface should be labeled as visible by the viewer. When, suppose if you take any triangle, okay, the triangle, suppose it has the three faces, from the viewer, like which face is viewed, that use of the bounding boxes and check limits along with each direction of the viewer. So here, to order the surface being drawn such that it provides correct impression of depth variation as well as positions from the viewer point. Okay. So the object space method, what we will do, the visibility is decided by point at each pixel position on given projection plane. Okay. So here the screen can be limitation. Why? Because screen resolution can be limitation. You are going to take only the boundary of the given projected image on your screen. So you are going to take a minimum boundary of the projected image to maximum boundary of the projected image. So here the hidden surface, basically what it does, surface for rendering or line drawing, what you discussed in polygon scan fill line drawing algorithm. Okay. And yes, one person, somebody raised the hand. Any issues? No? Fine. So this is about your image space. So basically what will happen in image space method, representation of graphics in form of raster or rectangular pixels, what we discussed in scanline polygon fill, right? In rectangular pixels, your raster or rectangular pixel, it is very flexible. Okay. So you can do the efficient process compared to object space method. Okay. So first, in object space method, we are going to discuss about backface detection algorithm. Backface detection algorithm, what we can say, it is also known as plane equation method. Okay. in plane equation method, if you take the parameter equation, ax plus by plus cs cz plus d is equal to 0. Okay, why we have taken the parametric equation? It is a fast and simple object space method for locating the back faces of a polyhedron, is based on front back tests. Okay, if it is front, what you are going to do? You are going to draw. If after testing you found back, you are going to reject. You are not going to draw. For that purpose only, you are going to do front and back test. A point x comma y comma z is behind a polygon surface if ax plus by plus cz plus d is less than 0. So here you are given a and b and c and d are plane parameters for the polygon. Okay, when this position is along the line of sight to the surface, we must be looking at back of the polygon. Therefore, here what we are going to do? We are going to consider the viewing position to test for the back faces. So basically what we are going to do in back face detection algorithm, listen carefully. The idea of doing a check from the viewer point to the object, the values either it is less than 0 or greater than 0. Why we are going to do? If suppose if you take the example triangle, okay, the triangle will be facing away from the viewer point. When camera look into the triangle, okay, your triangle will be facing away from the viewer. Okay. What you are going to do? You are going to discard the current frame. Why? Because it is away from the viewer, so that it is a back face. Away from the viewer means back face. So you are not going to draw. So you are discard the particular current frame, then you are moving to next one. Okay, so here what happened? Each face has normal vector. Okay, so if you take any triangle, each surface has the normal vector. Okay, so what you are going to do based on this normal vector, listen carefully, this normal vector is pointing in the direction of center of projection from the viewer point, then it is a front face, which means that can be viewed by the viewer. Okay, else the normal vector is pointing away from the center of projection, then it is back face, which cannot be viewed by the viewer. That you are not going to draw, you are going to reject, right? So in that case, what you are going to do? So given value on your plane equation, ax plus by plus cz plus d less than 0, okay, behind the polygon surface. So normally normal vector calculation, how will you do? Suppose given values of the triangle is 1, 2, 3, what will you do? You will calculate the magnitude as well as the given value divided by, so what is the value you will get? You will check whether it is less than 0 or greater than 0. So we can simplify the back face test by considering the direction of the normal vector for a polygon. If it is a triangle, each surface, if this triangle has suppose 3 faces, okay, each surface of the polygon has normal vector, right? So normal vector n for a polygon surface, okay, if the viewing direction from the viewer camera, view V is a vector that in the viewing direction from the camera position to this given triangle. Okay, here what happened is, by seeing this figure 1, then a polygon is back face. Why? Because your viewing face, the normal vector is away from the camera view. Okay, this is your viewing direction. Listen carefully. This is your viewing direction. This is the given triangle. The triangle has, suppose, assume 3 faces, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, from the viewer point, from this viewer point, normal vector is pointing away from the center of projection, then it is a back face. Okay, so back face means you no need to draw, else front face means you have to draw. Okay, so our viewing direction is parallel to the viewing z axis. Then we need to consider only the z component of the normal vector. Okay, so here what we are going to do, we are going to calculate the dot product of the viewing vector and normal vector. The value compiles greater than 0. Okay, then the polygon is back face. Okay, if our viewing direction is parallel to the viewing viewer from z axis. Okay, so here the dot product used to determine what is the direction of the polygon is facing. If it is greater than 0, that is back face. If it is equal to 0, the polygon is viewed on the edge. If it is less than 0, then that is front facing. Okay, clear? Greater than 0, back facing. Equal to 0, polygon viewed on the edge. Less than 0, front facing. So when you are going to view the given object from the viewer point, okay, in a right-handed viewing system with the viewing direction along the negative axis, which is shown over here, a polygon is back face is the component, z component, the viewing direction, okay, from the camera. C of its normal vector n satisfies C less than 0. Okay, and also what we can do, given any surface whose normal has the z component, okay, C equal to 0, because our viewing direction is facing the polygon. Very simple. Whatever I have said over here, if it is greater than 0, equal to 0, less than 0, greater than, back facing, equal to 0, polygon viewed on the edge, less than 0, front facing. Okay, that has been shown in your figure 2. Okay, and the overall about your right-handed system, left-handed system, as you aware of that, if any polygon, any given polygon you are going to draw, okay, maximum we follow right-handed system. Why? Because counterclockwise we move the particular object. Okay, in backface deduction, either you do counterclockwise or clockwise. Counterclockwise, right-handed system. Clockwise, left-handed system. First, clockwise, when you are going to do in left-handed system, backface detection method in left-handed system, that is clockwise. If the z component of the normal vector is positive, z component of the normal vector is positive, then it is back face. Else this z component of the vector is negative, then it is front face. Listen once again. You do either clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay. Suppose normally we process through counterclockwise. Okay. Suppose in clockwise, when you are going to process, the z component of the normal vector is positive, then z component of the normal vector means what? If you take any plane, any polygon, suppose if you take a triangle, so triangle you have the x comma y comma z value 1 comma 2 comma 3. When you calculate the normal vector value, what is that? N divided by magnitude of n. If that particular vector value is positive, then it is back face. Okay. In clockwise, else the vector value is negative, then it is front face. Okay. In counterclockwise, right-handed system, z component of the normal vector is negative, then it is back face. Else it is, what is that? Front face, sorry, back face. Okay. So overall summary about your back face reduction algorithm: compute normal vector for every face of the object. If you consider triangle, it has 3 faces, compute normal vector for every face of the particular triangle. If it has 3 faces, you have to compute the normal vector for all 3 faces. Then if the class is over. Able to view the screen? Able to hear my voice? Yes, you can see, right? Okay. So if the camera dot product of this particular z component is less than 0, then it is a back face. Okay, then don't draw. Else front face you have to draw. So what we are trying to do in back face reduction algorithm, we are doing back face culling, which means we are removing the depth and you are drawing which will be viewed by the viewer. Okay. And for the right-handed system, as I said, the z component of the normal vector is negative, then it is back face. Else the component of the vector is positive, then it is front face. This is about your back face reduction algorithm. Overall about back face reduction algorithm. So here the surface normal appears to be pointing outwards and facing towards the viewer. That you are going to check based on your normal vector pointing to the center of projection. Okay. The edges of the polygon appears to be drawn counterclockwise. Okay. Suppose the polygon is back face. If C is greater than 0, then your viewing direction is along with the negative Z direction from the viewer point, as above condition becomes C less than 0. Okay. This is about your back face reduction algorithm. So overall about back face reduction algorithm, you have to compute the normal vector for every face. If you take the example of given triangle, if triangle has 3 faces, you have to compute normal vector for every face. And if C dot product of Z component is less than 0, then it is a back face. Don't draw. Else front face you have to draw. By this you are eliminating the depth value. What are the drawbacks of back face culling method? Partially hidden surface cannot be determined by this method. Partially hidden surfaces means, suppose any concave polygon if you take,
which does not have a proper the all different phases, so which cannot be determined by this method. Not useful for ray tracing or photometry or radiosity. So ray tracing, what we discussed earlier, we have three different things. One is reflection, another one is refraction, another one is pass through. These three major methods what we used in ray tracing. So here backface culling will not be used for ray tracing. However, still this useful as pre-processing step. Almost 50% of the surfaces are eliminated by using backface culling.